Hello, this is Eirinis from Any Repair. Today we'll go through a gaming notebook repair, an MSI ms-16j91 that came to our lab dead. Now, let's go and see how we'll deal with this damage. This is the board. It is on our desk. We have removed the heatsink. We're going to measure the voltage drop on a main rail. On the main rail, which need no schematic, no board view. It is the upper side of the upper MOSFET, of any upper MOSFET that builds a buck converter. So we are trying to find with that method any short, but there is not. So we are not having any short in the main rail. Now let's go and see other coils. We are trying to measure the 3 and the 5 volts coils, which they are placed downwards on our left hand side. You can see the one is okay, and the other one, it's very low. This low was the 3 volts coil, and now we're checking the memory, and we are having a very low resistance in the coil of the 1.05 that is feeding the PCH. And of course we're having a very low voltage drop on the 3 volt coil. I'm terribly sorry about the camera position. You cannot see where I am measuring, but later on I will do it, and I will understand it, and I will place the board upwards in order for you to see. Now we must solder a wire on the 3 volts coil in order to see how many amps it will draw, it will consume. We will position our black wire on a screw pad for ground, and we will inject some voltage. This voltage must not exceed the tolerance of the coil. The coil is producing a voltage, not the coil, or the circuit that includes the coil, and we will inject a voltage that will be equal or lower than the produced coil voltage rail. So we will inject a lower voltage. We will have our thermal camera installed and trace the temperature. Let's go. Since we are having 3 volts short and another short, the primary suspect is this, the PCH, which is burning hot, as you saw. So we must then check the other coil, a little one that is feeding the 1.05 volts directly to the PCH. So we will desolder the wire and solder it to the smaller one that is beside the 3 volts coil. We will add some flux, we will solder the wire, and we will inject a very low voltage. Now we're having 2.14. We will inject less than 1 volt, but nothing is heating up. I will not raise the voltage, of course. because anything alive in this rail will die. But as we are having 3 volts coil sorted and 1.05 volt coil sorted, we are thinking that the PCH is short. But we will use our board view in order to see and check what is happening with this coil, since it's not getting hot, but we must determine what we're going to do. So we'll go to the microscope, see the coil's name, which is choke 1, and with that name we will go to our board view and check what is this coil doing. And as you can see, it is feeding directly the U17, that is the PCH. So our primary suspect is the PCH shorted, and we're going to remove it. We are already on our BGA workstation, and we are getting ready to remove the PCH. We are working on it in a multiple speed. It's not normal. In a while we will see the PCH BGA balls shining and melting. And as soon as the PCH will be in liquid state and could be moved with a tweezer or something, our BGA workstation will suck the chip and remove it from the board. Now we will speed up the process. The chip is getting ready. Anticipation is very high. A little bit patience. And in 1 or 2 seconds could be lifted. That's it. The PCH is gone. Now we have removed the PCH. We will speed up the process and check for the short. The short on the 3 volt coil is gone. The short on the 1.05 volts coil is gone. So we are good. And now we must clean the area for the PCH to be soldered. We will do it very quickly. We are using flax, our soldering pen, and a desoldering wick. Now we will go and speed up the process. We will use hot air too, because this board is transferring the heat, and we need more thermal maze. We're soldering very quickly. We're speeding up the process, of course. We're trying to wipe any older solder in order to be nice and flat, the PCB. We will add some flax, and we will wipe any remaining solder. We will clean up. And finally, we will add flags and align the new chip in order to be soldered correctly. Mind the arrow and the dot. This is the number 1. So, the soldering phase has begun. We're trying to align better the IC. The heating process will start shortly. And after that, we will be ready to check the results of our work. I will speed up the process, and you will see in a few seconds the BGA chip seated very well on the PCB. Right now, you see, very well. So, this is the time we must check for the board. We have already placed the heatsink. It is a nice habit to check for shorts after soldering. And since we are dealing with a gaming notebook, we will try to power it on with the heatsink on. We can wait, but display not coming. No, the display is not coming, so we're doomed, or what? No, we will do the BIOS. Let's do the BIOS and check if something is going to change or not. Okay, this is the BIOS chip. I think it is done from someone else, maybe. So we will program the BIOS. Okay. It's a nice habit to back up any BIOS you're having initially and then program the new one. Okay, we will solder the chip back. We will add some flags to make things easier. Mind the dot. We will use our soldering pen. And our heat gun to make the job properly. And now it's the time to check if something has changed. We will power up the computer with our multimeter. We're trying and it is powered on. Let's see about display. Yes, we are having display. It is entered in the BIOS menu. So the notebook had BIOS issues too. Maybe the one who have checked it before we did had programmed a wrong BIOS on it. The things are fixed. We are okay. That was the repair as you saw. If you liked this video, consider like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching. See you in another repair. Bye.